Magandang araw po mga kaibigan. Ngayon pong araw na ito, makakasama natin ang isa sa pinakabagong sekretary dahilan sa bago po yung tanggapan. It used to be HUDC, tapos merong Housing, Land Use, Regulatory Board. Pero ngayon po, meron ng Department of Human Settlements and Urban Development. And we're happy to have with us Secretary Eduardo del Rosario. Secretary, magandang araw po sa inyo.
Magandang hapon na Melo.
Karangalan pong makasama kayo sa araw na ito at nakwentuhan tayo kung ano po ba yung pinagkakaabalahan ng inyong opisina, ng inyong departamento. Under your leadership, ano yung program thrusts ninyo?
Well, actually, the Department of Human Settlements and Urban Development is the youngest department among the all departments in the present bureaucracy. And the Republic Act creating the department was only signed February 14 of 2019. So, ibig sabihin yan, mahigit pa lang kaming isang taon. So, we are the youngest. And of course, being the youngest, we are now adjusting to our new mandate and experiencing birth pains, especially in the number of personnel and the trust that we would like to focus on for the year and onwards. And this creation of the Department of Human Settlements and Urban Development was actually a gift by the President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, to the 81% Filipino families who wish to have a house of their own. Because according to the latest statistics survey, 81% of Filipino families would like to have a house of their own. Napakatagal na natin na walang department na nag-focus sa housing, because we feel that house ownership is a right, and it is our responsibility here at the Department of Human Settlements to ensure and assist the respective house owners to have a house of their own that is decent and affordable. Kasi ang focus natin, ang mandate natin is basically to help the informal sectors, yung talagang may hirap na walang kapasidad para magkaroon ng sarili nilang mga bahay. So yan ang ating pinagtutuunan ng pansin to ensure na tayo ay makakuha ng mga programa, makakuha tayo ng mga budget na pwede nating magamit at maipalaganap ang lahat ng programa ng Department of Human Settlements and Urban Development.
Napakaganda po nung inyong pakay. Pero let me ask you, given your mandate, hindi po ba kayo nahihirapan sa pagpapatupad nito? Sapagkat andun yung demand, 81% ang gusto magkaroon ng tahanan. At isa rin ito sa motivation ng mga Pilipino for going abroad, to have a decent home that they could call their own, send their kids to college, at magkaroon ng sariling negosyo. Pero ngayon po na problemado tayo sa COVID, hindi po ba lalong tumindi yung inyong trabaho, Secretary?
Definitely, naapektuhan. Ang una-una na apektuhan dito yung pagpapagawa ng bahay, yung production aspect, and then the capacity to pay by our residents na mabigyan magkaroon sila ng income para makabili sila ng mga bahay na kanilang minimiti. 40% ng ating mga bibili ng bahay ngayon ay mga OFWs. So kung ang mga OFWs nagsasuffer ngayon, definitely bababa ang demand. Although may nag-produce pa rin yung ating mga developers, bababa ang demand because of this global problem due to COVID-19. But nevertheless, ang ginagawa natin ng gobyerno natin, nag-i-implement tayo ng mga measures to mitigate the effects of COVID. Just like sa pagbibigay ng moratorium. Nagbigay tayo ng moratorium sa mga lahat ng mga umutang ng pabahay at short-term loans sa department natin, sa ating mga key shelter agencies, just like Pag-ibig, the National Housing Authority, Social Housing Finance Corporations, at yung National Home Mortgage Finance Corporation. From March 16 to June 15, pinatigil natin ang bayad. Hindi nagbabayad ang lahat ng mga home buyers at lahat ng nangutang short term sa Pag-ibig. At dahil sa ginawa natin na ito, about 5.5 million families ang ating natulungan na sa nung emergency, yung ECQ, hindi sila nagbayad for 3 months. So ngayon lang magre-resume ngayong 16 to July 15. At yung hindi nila binayaran for 3 months, ay hindi nila babayaran kaagad. Babayaran niyan sa dulo ng kanilang hindi lalaki ang kanilang babayaran come June 16 onwards. So, mali tayong mga interventions na ginagawa para yung sa buying and selling, pagsimula na yung ating mga lana na stimulus package, nagtaan tayo ng 10 billion para makakuha ng loan ng mga developers para maipatuloy nila yung magpapagawa.
Opo. One thing I noticed, Secretary, karamihan po ng mga subdivisions, karamihan ng mga developers are outside Metro Manila. In fact, meron tayong mga communities like Cavite and Laguna and Rizal and Bulacan which have long been considered as bedroom communities. Is there a way that urban development can be realized under the current setup?
Actually, ang housing development ngayon, nationwide, about 40 to 50% andito sa National Capital Region and Region 4A. Dito napakalaki, umaabot nga ng 60% of the total. So ang kuha natin ngayon is to encourage people not to migrate to the metropolis, especially the NCR and Region 4A, at doon na sila tumigil at manirahan sa kanilang mga region or probinsya. So this is one of the objectives of the Balik Provincia program to spark economic activity in the regions. And pagka nagkaroon tayo ng economic activities in the region, doon tayo maglalagay ng mga pabahay which we call a township concept. Because we do not like to build houses. We would like to build communities. Yun ang mantra na ginagamit ng department. We are building communities. It must be township.
Yeah. If I recall it right, yung Population Institute ng University of the Philippines did a study on why people flock to the metropolitan areas. The study was made in 2018, and one of the reasons bakit sila nagpupunta sa mga lugar tulad ng Cebu, ng Maynila, ng Davao, ng Baguio ay sapagkat may hanap buhay. May kausap din ako na inhinyero sa isang malaking construction firm. Ang sabi niya, walang problema yung balik probinsya. The problem is, may magtatayo ba ng mga high-rise buildings in the provinces to encourage people to return to their regions of origin. Ano pong tingin ninyo rito?
Basically, Melo, it's not like that. It is not building houses first. It's building the sources of livelihood. Kapag may livelihood, pupunta ng tao, magkakaroon ng income, doon magtatayo ng bahay. It should not be housing first. It should be livelihood first. Kasi sinabi ko kanina, we would like to see regionalization of economic activities. Pagka nagsimula economic activities in the regions and provinces, doon ngayon mag-i-stay yung mga internal migrants, itong mga Pilipino nagpupunta sa metropolis. So the key here is economic development to prevent people from migrating to the metropolis.
I see. Very good. Pero hindi po ba kayo nagkakaroon ng problema sapagkat in some areas in Metro Manila where people live in squalor conditions, I'm talking of informal settlers, parang yung local government nagpipikit mata sa kanilang kalagayan sapagkat pinakikinabangan itong mga komunidad na ito pagdating ng eleksyon. Ano po ang inyong tingin dito, Secretary?
Yeah, I think, Camelo, you are referring to the informal settlers, especially in Metro Manila.
Opo.
Yan ang programa ng ating gobyerno na i-resettle natin to safe areas. These informal settler families are living along riverbanks or in hazardous zones, dangerous zones. So, yan ang long-term plan natin. At lalong-lalo na ngayon, yung project ng Metro Manila, yung clearing of Manila Bay, it will involve more than 150,000 families ang i-relocate natin para ma-relocate sila sa safer areas at more decent housing facilities.
Opo, nabanggit niyo yung Manila Bay. Gaano po katotoo yung narinig ko na magkakaroon ng mga reclamation projects within Manila Bay, Secretary? Are you privy to this information that I got? I may be wrong. May reclamation nga po ba sa Manila Bay?
Hindi ko alam yung reclamation sa Manila Bay. Ang nalalaman ko lang, mayroong statement ng ating presidente na he will not allow it. Yun lang ang sinabi ng ating mahal na Pangulo.
Opo, magtungo tayo sa Marawi City. Naitanong ko po sa inyo kahapon doon sa pre-SONA conference, ano po bang status ng Marawi? If you get to see my virtual background, I took it in Marawi City when I visited the city some time ago. Ano po bang sitwasyon ngayon?
Magandang katanungan, Camelo. No? Actually, I was there last week at tinignan ko yung infrastructures na nagsimula na ang pagpapatayo sa most affected area o yung natawag nating marami tayong projects na nasimulan dahil na-release na yung pondo ng national government last April and May at ngayong July nagsimula na yung groundbreaking activities. So nagpapatayo tayo ng yung Padian Market, yung Grand Market ng city, yung Peace Memorial, barangay halls, at yung road networks nagsisimula na din. Magpapatayo tayo ng 24 barangay halls with health center and madrasa in each barangay hall. So, marami ng movements and I think this coming August, other implementing agencies will follow suit. Ang task force is composed of 56 government agencies and most of them have projects in the most affected area, infra projects. Ang pondo nirelease sa mga implementing agencies at sila yung nagkakandak ng bidding process so that they can select the contractors who will do the actual construction in the most affected area.
Yeah.
At ako'y natutuwa sa pag-visit ko, pati yung forestry ay nag-groundbreaking na rin kami. Pati yung fire station.
Yeah. Mabuti po. Thank you for the update. Pero isang concern na nabanggit sa akin ng mga displaced persons, yung bahay na itatayo para sa kanila, hindi sasapat ang sukat sapagkat ang sabi ng mga taga-Marawi, masyado silang clannish. Karaniwan, ilang pamilya yung nagsasama-sama sa isang tahanan. Merong isang maliit na tahanan, good for one family. Sabi ng mga taga-Marawi, alam mo, Melo, na project namin hanggang sa mga apo ng apo namin, dapat kasama namin. So how do we deal with that kind of mindset na dapat magkakasama pero nasa isang maliit na bahay? Ano po ang inyong masasabi dito?
Dalawa kasi yung ating binibigyan ng pansin. Ang bibigyan natin ng permanent housing ay yung mga nakatira sa mga danger zones along riverbanks and along the Lake Lanao. Sila hindi na natin pwedeng pabalikin dahil it is owned by government at danger zone yung lugar na iyan. So yung nakapasok sa 20-meter easement ng Lake Lanao at 3-meter easement ng Agus River At yung mga tinamaan ng mga government projects and government plans, hindi na sila pababalikin para magawa ng kanilang mga bahay or business establishment. But instead, dahil wala silang lupa, na-display sila, nagpapatayo tayo ng 3,500 permanent housing units. At ito ay sapat na bilang para ma-relocate natin at ma-resettle yung mga internally displaced persons na wala nang babalik ang bahay at wala nang babalik ang lupa.
Okay. Pero na-consider po ba, nagkaroon po ba ng survey kung ilan ang pwedeng tumira sa isang tahanan? Dahilan sa, sabi nung isang kaibigan ko nasa gobyerno, tila yung na-consider yata one household is composed of 5 people. Kaya maliit yung bahay. 1:8.
That is a different case, ano? Camelo, ganito yan. Yung may mga maraming families in one house, ito yung kanilang mga ancestral houses. Nakatira to, naipasa on na from generations, from their parents. So yung mga siblings nakatira dito, they own the lot and they own the building. So dun sila magpapatayo, dun sa loob pa rin ng most affected area, hindi sila bibigyan ng gobyerno. Now, saan sila kukuha ng magpatayo? There is now a pending compensation bill in Congress. Dito, magkakaroon ng intervention sa national government para mabigyan sila ng financial assistance para makapagpatayo ng kanilang mga bahay na nasunog o nawasak.
Do you think the Congress will have the luxury of time to pass this piece of legislation dahil natapos na yung session, so somebody will have to refile that bill?
Well, it depends on the congressmen who are sponsoring this bill. So sila sa kanila ang call, hindi na call yan ng Task Force Bangon Marawi, but it's their call to fast track that this bill will become a law.
Okay. So, do you have the money to do what you're supposed to do sa Bangon Marawi?
Definitely. Ang punto naman para sa Marawi ay hindi nagagalaw kahit meron tayong COVID at naapektuhan ang ating budget ng national government, yung punto para sa Marawi ay hindi naapektuhan.
Would you have any idea, Secretary, how much has been earmarked for Bangon Marawi?
How much?
Magkano yung pera?
How much?
Yung budget natin?
Actually, based on our master development plan, it's about 60 billion. 13 billion for the most affected area and 47 billion para sa outside the most affected area. But that was during our initial stage of assessment. As we went along, yung 13 billion for the most affected area, nakikita namin ang kailangan lang pala between 11 to 12 billion. So bumababa ang requirements kasi nagiging actual requirements na. Meron kaming indicative, itong pwedeng i-allocate na pondo, pero nagkaroon ng bidding process, bumababa yung budgetary requirements.
I see. Wala kayong nakikitang problema so far tungkol doon sa mga kontratista na i-commission to do the job?
Wala, dahil tinututukan natin ang construction ng Marawi, and we are telling our contractors to you that the projects that they will undertake must be within the standard set. As stated in the to achieve.
You're optimistic that you will meet your timetable to finish the job during the term of President Duterte, Secretary?
December 21. From 2021, assuming hindi tayo nag 100% at naka 90-95%, I will have ends. So, it's safe for me to say na at least 95% matatapos namin by December.
Okay. Mabuti po kung ganun at sana makadalaw din ako ulit sa Marawi at makita ko kung anong progreso nito.
You're most welcome, Melo.
Take time to visit the places outside of Metro Manila. Pero let me ask you, Secretary, what programs have you for other areas aside from Marawi? You know, we are saddled with housing problems. We have informal settlers. Can urban development really take place?
Well, actually, the urban development is incorporated in the comprehensive land use plan of all cities and municipalities. Kung ano yung urban development na ginawa by multi-sectoral groups per municipality, per city, per province, nakapaloob na yung urban development plan. So, yun ay ipinapasa sa department para magkaroon ng approval ang Department of Human Settlements for the urban development plans of all cities and municipalities. Now, if you're asking about catching up yung housing need natin na medyo mataas, ang ginagawa natin ngayon na sinisimula namin na magkaroon tayo ng framework ay yung tinatawag nating Balay Rental Housing Program. Ang Balay Rental Housing Program, just like the model sa Valenzuela City, yung Disciplina Villages na pinagawa ni Mayor Gatchalian sa Valenzuela City. Nakikita namin na through the rental housing program, ma-address natin yung immediate needs, lalo na yung mga informal settler families and those who are in the marginal sector of our society.
I see. Pero hindi po kaya problema rin yung poder na ibinigay sa local government units to decide dun sa land use ng kanilang lugar? Dahil sa kuminsan, sabi nila mas madalas, nagkakaroon ng mga medium-rise condominiums in residential areas which result to traffic, which result to drainage problems, at iba pa. How do you look at this?
Yeah, kaya nga sinabi ko, bago na ma-approve at magawa ang isang comprehensive land use plan ng isang syudad o municipality, ito ay ng medyo mahabang proseso at multi-sectoral ang kasama dyan, pati civil society organizations, para ma-ensure natin na yung gagawing CLUP ng mga munisipyo at cities ay konforme sa pangangailangan ng lugar. So maraming mga experts na andito, kung nag-o-object na civil society organizations, pwede nila ang comprehensive land use plan na isang syudad dahil nakapaloob dito yung kanilang zoning ordinances. Identified saan ba yung residential, alin na agricultural, alin na mixed use or industrial areas. So, napakaganda ng ating programa. Ang dapat lang gawin dito ay proper implementation.
I see. Well, if I recall it right, we now have about 6 or 7 medium-rise and high-rise buildings in our place in Quezon City. Pero minsan lang kaming kinumbida sa consultation. Tumayo na lang yung mga building without us being informed na merong ganitong mga project. Well, we cannot do anything about it because it already happened. How strict will your office be na masusunod yung mga alituntunin na dapat sundin ng LGU, Secretary?
Well, we will do everything in accordance with our mandate. Kaya kailangan dito, nag-coordinate tayo sa DILG at ibang ahensya ng gobyerno para magkaroon kami ng coordinated efforts in ensuring na the crafting of the comprehensive land use plan.
Okay. Well, it's an assurance. Okay. Looking forward, ano po ang aasahan ng taong bayan sa inyong pinakabatang kagawaran, inyong pinakabatang departamento? What program thrusts will you have in the next 2 years of the Duterte administration?
Well, ang kauna-una nating tinatalakiy ngayon yung natawag nating suporta para sa ease of doing business. Makikita natin ang delay at ito ay nagiging problema ng buong bansa because of delay in the implementation or permitting licensing process. So we would like to champion the ease of doing business implementation in our department. I think this is a very opportune time for the department to do it, being the youngest department in the whole bureaucracy. Pangalawa, ang immediate na ginagawa natin ngayon ay yung pag-ayos ng ating National Shelter Program. In the National Shelter Program, we have 3 major components: regulations, finance, and production. So we are now in the process of amending, issuing new rules and regulations or policies so that it will be complementary with the finance and production aspect of the National Shelter Program. Hindi pwedeng yung regulations natin, policies, ay nakasalungat sa objectives ng finance saka ng production. Kaya nakapaloob sa ating department ng DSUD ang production, ang regulations, saka ang finance. Kailangan complementary so that we can achieve synergy. Another focus that we would like to have is stakeholders engagement. Yung ginawa ko mga technical working groups, hindi lang technical working group ng mga tao ko. Isinama ko yung other government agencies and the private sector para pagka tayo nakapag-craft ng new policies or nag-amend ng existing policies, nakapasok doon ang mindset at saka intention din ng private sector. Because I would like to put premium on whole of government approach, integration of efforts, so that at the end of the day, ang ginagawa natin ay holistic.
Okay, congratulations. But let me ask you two more sensitive issues, Secretary. You were a military career officer. How different is that of being a military officer working in a bureaucracy like the Department of Human Settlements and Urban Development? Isn't it difficult for you to work as a secretary rather than a general? Yeah, okay. We're back. Secretary? Yes, Secretary, can you hear me now?
Okay, sige lang.
We were interrupted. There was a technical glitch. But the question I had was, being a military officer, a general at that, some years ago, don't you find it hard to work in a bureaucracy like the Department of Human Settlements and Urban Development? How different is it from that of being a general?
Sa akin, it's a and education, different organization. Ang kailangan naman dito focus and leadership so that the people will be motivated, and you must have the right motivation. One state of mind in the implementation of our program.
Okay. Yes, Secretary. One last point. Let me just ask you this. Do you not find it hard to deal with politicians, let's say congressmen and senators, who may have interests in housing, in urban development, and like that? Hindi po ba kayo nahihirapan?
Ang aking mantra naman, we just follow the rules and do what is right.
Okay, so you see no problem. You see no problem with...
no problem.
Okay.
Yeah, with me, I can work with politicians. I can work with the civilian bureaucracy as well as the military bureaucracy.
Okay.
It's just a matter of collaborating and seeing to it the welfare of the people is of utmost importance.
Very good. Ano pong mensahe ninyo sa ating mga tagapanood who may have some concerns with your office? What would you tell them how to get in touch with you and your staff?
Well, actually, we have a website, ang Department of Human Settlements and Urban Development. Meron tayong public assistance office. You can always log in sa ating website, and there will be people who will address their concerns. And we are open to any complaints, suggestions to improve ourselves, because no one is perfect, and we welcome suggestions and comments.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. This won't be the last interview we will have, and keep me posted tungkol sa Marawi, lalong-lalo na sa inyong mga programa ron. Maraming salamat po, Secretary.
Thank you very much, Camelo.
Thank you.
I owe you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Have a nice day.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Salamat po.
Good afternoon.